All right, so I saw this clip, or this is a pretty long clip, 3 minutes. So I saw this, and why not? Let's react to it.
This close to giving up on dating, on even thinking about a man right now. Honestly, I'm pretty much there. I don't look for someone. I'm not expecting to find someone. But I did meet a gentleman at a bar, a local bar that I was at. Didn't expect it. We had a great conversation. We were talking like almost every day for hours. We went on our first date. He did spend some money. Granted, he took me to a really nice place. I know he spent about $200. So we're talking on the phone after that, and he said, "Hey, can you cook?" And I said, "Yes, I can cook." And he said, "Okay, well, how about you come over Saturday and whip me something to eat? Whip me up something to eat. I will provide the wine." Now, in my head, I'm thinking, who the hell are you to want a home cooked meal on a second date? We're not dating. We're talking. We've been on one date that I don't consider that dating.
It's a 3 minute video, so I may just like react to it in real time because I don't want these videos crazy long. This is the insanity. Here's an older woman. It's like, you know what? This is why I said, right? As you get older, you get harder to deal with. You get a bigger red flag. I think women should give up on dating as they get older, right? Honestly, after you hit 45, close to 50, you should give up because then you're too difficult for the men out there. Yes, men will be attracted to you. Men will talk to you, but you will be too difficult. The men out there just won't fit you. Here's the thing where women can't understand. What do you provide for a man? What does a man get from you? So, okay, so let's imagine this. She said he paid about $200 for the first date. Okay, how many dates until he gets a cooked meal from you? So let's lowball it, 3 dates. So he's impressing her 3 dates, spending about $200. So he's making that effort. Let's say 3 dates, about $200, $600. Fourth date, she cooked a meal for him. It's not worth $600, right? To go to that effort. And here's the thing: why it's not worth $600? You don't know, right? You don't know. There's no guarantee that it will turn out into a relationship. Because here's a woman that is already difficult in thinking that, oh, how are you going to treat this man? How does this man know that, okay, you're worth it? You're worth investing in. He doesn't know it. Because what? You're this age and you still don't have a man. So really, essentially, it's kind of a red flag because, like I said, dating for women is easy. Even at this age, there are men still trying to, get with her. So it's not that hard. But again, why? This is the thing with women. There's no incentive to be with them because they're just so hard. You're just using money with no guarantee that there's anything that can come out from it. Here's a man that's just asking for, oh, how about you treat me? How about you think of me? Here's the thing. Why don't she say that, oh, how about this? How about we go on a date and I'll pay for you? Right? You don't want to cook, right? You don't want to cook meal. You don't want to cook him a meal. How about you say this instead? How about we go on a date and I pay for you? No. That's definitely most likely a no. But cooking for him, which if she can cook, shouldn't be like that much of a chore.
I'm definitely not your woman, right? Not your girlfriend, because you've made that clear a couple of conversations. Okay, cool. And I said, well, I have something to do Saturday morning. I'm not sure when I'll be free. We can play it by ear. He was like, yeah, that's not going to work. He said, I am a person that likes to have my stuff scheduled. So if Sunday would be better for you, let's do Sunday 2:30 p.m. I said, okay. I said, well, what if I'm free on Saturday evening and I would like to see you? He was like, well, you don't know what time or if you're going to be free, so that's not how I operate. He has to have stuff in order, right? Now, I've never dated anybody or spoken to anybody like that. If you're interested in a person, then you're going to want to see them, right? So I'm thinking,
he wants to see you. It's just this man is this is a man that's structured. If he's going to lay down $200 for a date, which women think is nothing, but it's not cheap. If he's going to lay $200, he's most likely he's a man of structure, right? He's a man that does well for himself. He's a man that has a schedule. He's a man that has a plan. Most likely probably an ambitious man, probably a man that has his shit together. So he wants to see you, but he doesn't want to see you on a whim. Like, oh, you decide, because this is the thing. There's no guarantee. Oh, if I'm free, I want to see you. What does that mean if you're free? Will you be free or not? It's so whimsical. It's just like, no. If you're going to see me, let's see me. He literally asked her to like, come over and let's come. But she's like, oh, if you want, he wants to see you. It's just that you can't think that, oh, let me bend. This is the thing, right? Let me bend to him. Is this a man that this is why, like I said, women should give up on dating, because you're so hard to deal with, and especially as you get older, you cannot bend. You don't understand the meaning of compromise. You don't. You cannot bend. You cannot compromise. You're just hard to deal with, hard to talk to, hard. You're just chaotic. You definitely can't bring a man peace.
and once again, if you want something different, Melissa, do something different. So I actually considered it. I did. I actually considered it. But I got to thinking a lot, and I was like, how is it that I cannot even just come and say, hey, where are you at? What are you doing? I would like to see you today. I can't do that. But you expect me to come and cook you all. You expect me to go to the grocery store and get the groceries, come to your house and cook for you, all on our second date. Now, I am the type of woman, I don't expect. I get it. What did I tell you guys? Everybody out here is trying to make it. If he would have said, could you pick us some food up on your way to my house? I would have done that. I truly would have done that. But
he can do that himself. And honestly, her picking up food doesn't necessarily show him the amount of effort he's asking, he wants. This is the insanity of women, right? They ask for so much from men, yet they don't seem to think that men should ask so much from them. He wants to see that you would actually provide the effort to him, because obviously, like, he wanted to impress you, take you on a nice date. So he's actually putting the effort. He's talking to you. He wants to see you, get with you. He's trying to put in the effort. And yet he wants to see if you can put in just as much.
I feel like I'm not a girlfriend. I'm not a wife. Why should you get those privileges?
If you're not a girlfriend, you're not a wife. In saying that it's fine that she can't see, why does she get the privilege of getting a $200 date? What if men say that? What if he said that, okay, I'm going to take you on a coffee date. The first date, a coffee date. You're not a girlfriend, you're not a wife, so you don't deserve a fancy date. A date that would cost me anything. Right? That women will find outrage in that. Right? Because it's not beneficial to them. Okay? If it's beneficial to men, like cooking him a meal, she could cook him a simple meal even, but cooking him a meal, if it's beneficial to him, there's outrage. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your wife. Why would I cook you a meal? And yet, you're not his girlfriend, you're not his wife, and yet it's okay that he took you on a fancy date. The absolute insanity.
I don't want to overthink. You guys let me know what you think, if I was wrong, but I kind of ghosted him. My apologies if you say this, but this is why. And nothing wrong to him wanting what he wants, but also not every woman is going to do those kind of things. He'll find the one. He'll definitely find the one. Unfortunately, I was just not her. Like, I'm a single mom. I struggle enough.
You're a single mom. You're a single mom. This is the thing. You are a single mom. And this is the thing. No wonder you're a single mom. You are hard to deal with. I've said this before. If a man can meet your standards, right? Financially, maybe looks as well. And then you are a single mom. There's already subtraction in there, right? Your value is much lower than you think it is. And yet you think that you think this is the thing with women. Oh, this is perfectly more. She should give up on dating because her insane standards, her insane reality it's not fit for dating. It's not. Because you can only think about yourself. It is okay that he took you out, right, on a fancy date. It is not okay. The first date, it's okay for him to take you out on a fancy date. Second date, it's not okay for him to want to see you put in some effort towards him. Because you bring him a meal, takeout is what? You ordered it, you bring it to him. That's really not much effort. Plus, I doubt it's all that expensive. So really, it's not a whole lot, it's not a whole lot of a burden or showing a whole lot of effort on your part. This is the thing with single moms. They're so, women already is so egotistical, right? They have insane egos. They're so narcissistic. They're so delusional. They live in hypocrisy. So it makes them worse, right? That now she's a single mom. It's even hypersensitive. It is another level of egotistical. Then yeah, you should give up. It's ridiculous.
With putting groceries in my own house, I don't need to go buy groceries and cook for a man that's not my man.
She makes it seem like she's filling up his fridge. It's cooking one meal. What do you need? Like, you need one of everything. That's it. You make it seem like you're filling up his fridge. And he's not your man. Well, no duh. He wouldn't want to be. Because if this is how you treat a man that you potentially would have want to be your man, imagine how difficult you'll be in the relationship. This is the thing with women, where women are so entitled. Men show their actions in the dating market, right? Like how I'm going to treat her. I want to treat her like this. I want to show her this. I want to spoil her. I want to this, that. Women, how do women treat men in the dating market? Like shit. And this is where, me personally, I ain't standing for it. If you don't treat me well while I'm trying to treat you well, I see how you are. This is how you advertise what potential partner you'll be. Difficult. Entitled. Imagine this, right? What if he was her man? Like, why am I cooking you meal? I don't feel like it. Right? You could go, I'll bring you something. Right? Or you should. This is the thing. It is the insanity of it. And it's just disgusting. And a woman like this, yeah, she should give up on dating because her entitlement, her delusion will affect any man. And as she gets older, there's very little value to it. And this is the thing. This is why passport bros are becoming more and more popular. Hell, sometimes I'm like even contemplating it. Like, hell with it, you know? F it. I may jump in it. So, I don't know.
I don't know. What do you guys think on that one? I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's ridiculous. Um, it's sad. Anyway, what do you guys think?